Yo, what's up guys? We're Vosto and Gardo, and today we're gonna explain you our break of Holding On To You, or collab with Severman.
We're going to start with explaining which sounds we used and how we process them.
Let's dive into it. So this is the break, this is the project. The first version we sent to Severman goes like this. It sounds different from the original. So as you can hear, it's a different key as well. Like Severman already explained, with the vocals were written in a different key, so we adjusted the instrumental. And as you can hear also the break, it has some different elements. So one of the most important groups of the break is the string group. It also has a piano in it.
It's a piano with a really long reverb that gives a lot of great vibes.
Yeah, so we love to use the contact instruments. This one is from Orchestral Essentials 2. It's called Intimate Piano Extra Dreamy. There's not much processing on. We only boost the 4K area and we put some OTT on it to make it fit better in the mix. Then we have low cut, high cut to take off the rumble. Then here's a reverse from this piano. This is also something we really like to do to create that tension and that you hear that the new instrument is coming. So you're like here. Then we have here's a string group. Again, some OTT. We have a cut in the 2.5K because there's like an annoying frequency. That's something you should take care of with the orchestral instruments. Like a lot of times they're like, for dance music, they're weird.
Resonance
frequencies, yeah, in that that make your mix not sound much better. That's the most important part for the first part. And there's another string. So we really try to create like an orchestral vibe. Then there's this pad from Silent. Just a simple dub vision pad.
And to create some extra tension, we tried to make the chords and the strings go up before the chorus, so it gives that nice feeling that you think like yes.
So then also in the first part of the verse and the pre-chorus we have the break bass. It's just playing the bass notes. It's made in the Serum. I think you made it.
Yeah, it's it's just a basic saw that's filtered. That's it.
Yeah, so there's a filter on, and
and some automation to make the bass louder in certain parts.
Yeah, so as you can see here, you have it's -6 and then here it's 0 dB. So you'll have a difference in bass during the track. Then there's the break chords. We have a pad going on. playing the chords in the 1/16th note, and it's rising. I think it has an automation on the filter automation, and then there's this one which has also an automation on it here. So it's towards the chorus. It's rising, and also the silent is automated, so the filter on the cutoff opens up. So as you this one over here.
Yeah, and this chords make sure there's some speed in the track.
Drums in the first part we have it's the drum group, some orchestral toms and impacts, and there's this drum roll or loop, and then there's some claps, some pre-shifted claps. And I think on this one there's a Valhalla to make it sound really big.
And to make it fit in the mix.
Yeah, then we have the FX. I think there's an Atmos. It's like we made it from the acapella. We just took a little part from the acapella, and then it's moving forward and back, so it creates a sustain note. Some OTT on it to make it more constant. There's another Atmos. Just getting that vibe.
Walking on air.
All the elements are really subtle, but in the end it makes a difference. Then here's some risers too, like you got. Just gives that nice atmosphere that you want to get. In the chorus, the extra string comes in the pad, like we just discussed about. Then in terms of drums, there's just an impact going on, and then here there's some extra cinematic elements are coming. And these are like in the triplet vibe, drum transition. Yeah, and some basic sweep of flangers, just to get the energy going and introducing what's coming next. I think the most important part is then coming next. That's the strings that are coming incoming. I think that is really something that is remarkable for the track. So it's this violin. So it's playing the melody.
Yeah, so in the build-up we introduced a lead melody with only the violin is playing, because it gives the orchestral vibe. And in the second part of the build-up we added an extra layer to give it more epicness and uplifting feeling.
Yeah, so it's playing this octave, and then you see here just an extra octave above it, so it gives this high energy, like Roberto says. Then we have on the group, there's a Endless Smile. We love to use that. Just gives the give this I don't know, it's a bunch of effects that with one knob you can just like make sure everything goes into space.
Yeah, it sounds like you're making an uplifter of every sound you put it on.
Yeah, we really like to use that one. And then we have the drums coming in the build-up. I think, and here's a snare that's going faster. And just give this like the energetic vibe. There's some uplifters going on. And then there's this rave riser. You like to make them. It's just made in Serum. It's just a simple sound that is, I think it's pitching.
Yeah, it's pitching up and it's speeding up at the end.
It's going like, how many octaves? 1? 2. 24. So it's getting up 2 octaves. And then you see in the MIDI, it's like speeding up at the end. Very simple and very effective if you want to make something like this. Then there's another one. It's made with Silent. Basically doing the same. I think, yeah, it's also 24 up. Just to get to add something to the
extra rising.
Yeah. And then there's these claps. I think Severman had these. I think it was they were from the drop. But we wanted to get them in the build-up as well to get already like some more energy in. For the vocal,
I think we would use the wet vocals from Jim, and we just added some extra compression.
Yeah,
and removed some low end that was necessary.
Airvox is really nice for that. And there's some side chain, bend side chain for in the drop. When everything is lost. Because we want to make sure that you can hear the vocal, but you also don't want to
ruin the kick.
Yeah. So but you have to be a little bit careful with that, because if you do it too much, you're really gonna hear that the vocal is cutting away. But it can also give a nice groove. The same if you, for example, have a little drum and you put like some sidechain on, it can really groove as well. Severman, of course, already explained about the drop, but we can explain a little bit. Let's first have a look at what's happening in the build-up for the master. On auto filter, it just filters up again to like create to take out some of the lows, so the drop will hit harder. There's also an imager going on, so towards the drop the stereo image will be more mono, so when the drop hits at this point, then that opens up. And there's on the master we always use a linear phase EQ to cut off the lows, the very lows, right?
Yeah, so lows, it's not even it's lower than the fundamental frequency of the kick and the bass, so that's also like rumble.
Then on 20K we have a cut, because we don't need the frequencies above that. In this track we apparently needed a little boost on the master at 50k hertz. And then we have our master. It's funny actually, this one, I cannot remember it exactly, but I think Severman used the sausage feather on it.
Yeah, as limiter.
And we really liked the sound of it, so I think normally we use the Pro L from Fob Filter, but then we really liked the sound of the sausage feather, so I think we put a little bit on it.
Yeah.
So you have because the sausage Fender also limits.
Yeah, so we didn't like if the sausage Fender limited everything like we did, but we liked it when the sausage Fender did like a little bit, and then the Pro L, the heavy work.
So let's head to the second break now. The second break starts off directly with a kick.
Saying a prayer, we're looking for answers.
It's a filtered kick, just to get the groove going, but we didn't want to get introduced too much highs at the point because the vocal, we wanted to center the vocal. Otherwise you get...
Saying a prayer, we're looking for answers.
We have the chords playing again, just like the reverse break. And now there's like a sidechain on, because with the kick, we like to sidechain it. Then there's this ARP that we made. Gives this nice... yeah, it gives also a lot of speed. That's what I like about this track too. It's the breaks are really speedy, and they get like a lot of energy, and yeah, I think that's very important to keep the listener interested. And there's a vocal part introduced here. There's a vocal. It's the ooh from Francesca Legato, and yeah, we really, like you can tell, we really like to enjoy those, or like to use those instruments. There's some OTT on, our favorite, Vintage Verb. There's this crazy Atmos. It's like really giving the tension. It's again from Contact Hybrid Keys, also really nice one. Some saturation on. And then the build-up. We have here again the strings coming in, like the second of the first build-up. And then there's this new chords that are coming in. They're coming in at a rhythm as well. So this is the rhythm of the melody of the drop, and this really gives a, what does it give you?
An epic vibe, like Pirates of the Caribbean, Hans Zimmer, like movie score.
Yeah, so that's really something that builds it up towards the second drop. The second drop is almost similar to the first drop. I think only some drums get introduced before. So as you can hear, this one is already coming in at the start. Gives this nice, nice groovy, bouncy feel. For the rest, it's kind of similar, except for that the vocal gives a shout here as well. So we didn't feel like there was so much else to add, because we wanted to have this part of the vocal already in, and then in the second part the vocal comes again. So yeah, that was basically it. we hope you enjoyed to see how we made our track together with Severman. Don't forget to keep streaming it.
If you have some more questions, comment them below. If you like the track, click like. And if you want to see more videos, subscribe and click on the bell icon.